talking it up with Anita, who's having trouble with a phlebitis issue in the leg. All right, Anita, so how long has the leg been an issue for you?
For 58 years. When I was pregnant with my daughter, my veins started breaking. And of course, I knew nothing about nutrition, and I had one vein that was so engorged that it looked like a snake crawling all the way up my leg. So I had a vein ligation, but that wasn't taking care of the situation. And little by little, the veins have gotten all, my feet are like all blue, excuse me, all blue on the top, and on one top now it's starting to ache where the doctor said looks sort of like phlebitis to him.
Okay, so how long has it looked like phlebitis? How long has, it been in an acute situation?
I don't know exactly, but quite a long time, but it never hurt me before. It started hurting me about 6 months ago.
Yeah, okay. So that's why the blood sugars are elevated, because there is a relationship between high blood sugars and acute inflammation in the body. Even if someone doesn't have an issue with type 1 or type 2 diabetes, or even if they're not pre-type 2 diabetic or have syndrome X or any of that stuff, if there's chronic inflammation in the body, the blood sugars are going to be messed up. So that's what's causing the elevation in the A1C and the daily blood sugars when they're over 100.
Very interesting.
It is very interesting, isn't it? So
because I couldn't figure out what am I doing wrong.
Well, you're not doing anything wrong.
I feel better.
Yeah. So the question before the court, right, is what the heck are we going to do about the phlebitis?
Right.
And what's up with that anyway, right? So, that's an interesting thing to talk about.
Okay.
So, well, any type of an itis in the body, right, it means inflammation. And one of the things that we do with holistic medical nutrition is when inflammation is at play, of course, we stop eating food that's going to increase inflammation. You've already done that.
Right.
We give the 90 essential nutrients that the body needs in order just to manage its day-to-day affairs. You've done that.
Right.
So the only extra thing to do is give you a little extra vein support, and quite frankly, we want to really turn up the heat on your body's fire department. We want to increase your body's ability to put out the fires of inflammation, and this is a thing that not enough people talk about, not enough doctors talk about. Everybody talks about the immune system all the time. Oh, the immune system this and the immune system that. And, well, the immune system's a system. And it's like the police department of the body, right? That's what the immune system does. It finds bad guys and gets rid of them. Well, guess what? The body has a fire department also that it uses to put out the fires of inflammation. And the fire department of the body uses the captain of the fire department of the body, I mean, to use a patently male metaphor, is selenium. So whenever inflammation is a runaway train in the body, extra selenium is never a bad idea. So for, 2, 3, 4 weeks, until there's a noticeable, measurable improvement in the inflammatory process here, I would go to 12 selenium a day. I would do 4, 4, and 4 between meals. 4, 4, and 4 of the selenium between meals. You don't have to worry about overdosing on selenium. That's kind of an urban myth. You have to really take quite a bit of selenium for quite a long time in order to produce net negative effects on the body. And way before that happens, your body starts to generate symptoms of too much selenium. And too much selenium symptoms are your hair gets brittle, your fingernails get funky, they get soft.
My fingernails have been collapsing for years and years, and nobody's ever known what in the world it is. They just fall. They don't fall off, but they just chip all off.
Yeah, it's a biotin deficiency. That's a deficiency.
I tried extra biotin for 3 months and nothing happened.
With longevity or before longevity?
No, this was before.
Well, now, so this is, again, another interesting thing to talk about, Anita.
Okay.
And I'm so glad that you called because really, your experience with medical nutrition, I'm assuming that you're really on the ball here. But the problem is, with people like you who are on the ball and they're very proactive about, what am I going to do? I have to fix this. What am I going to do? And so you'll go to the internet, you'll go to the library, you'll try to figure it out yourself.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is that if your body needs biotin, for example, it needs biotin, but it also needs the 90 essential nutrients. And if you just take biotin without the 90 essential nutrients, your body is not going to be able to metabolize it or use it up efficiently. So you'll take a bunch of it in and you'll pee or poop a bunch of it out, and your body just won't be able to metabolize it. But if you take biotin, on top of the 90 essential nutrients, man, it works like magic. And that's the same for all other nutritional supplements like vitamin D, like David, like the MDs. Oh, you need more vitamin D. Well, guess what? If you take vitamin D with the 90 essential nutrients, it works 1,000 times better. So I'm going to recommend that you try the biotin thing again now that you're on the longevity train, and I bet you 25 cents you're going to have a completely different experience of it.
How much biotin should I take?
Nobody knows. That's a really good question, and I'd be lying to you if I pointed out a number. You just have to start somewhere and see how it goes.